How can you choose colors? I'm using Inkscape 1.3 now. First, select a path. Here you see the fill color. It is black. The stroke color is nothing. Just click on a color in the palette bar to change the color. The cross means no color. Shift plus click sets the stroke color. You can also use right click and then choose in that menu stroke color. There is a dialog with more options. This button opens the Fill and Stroke Dialog. Here we have the tabs Fill, Stroke Paint, which means stroke color, and Stroke Style. Now the fill is set to flat color. In this menu there are different ways to select a color. You can click and drag in the sliders to change the color. Or if you prefer a color wheel, you can click on that. Change to a different way to pick the colors. Just choose what works best for you. The A slider stands for alpha. This sets the opacity of the fill color. The next step, Stroke Paint. It is set to no color. If I click on a color, a stroke shows. This tab works the same as the Fill tab. The third tab is for the stroke style. Here it is possible to make the stroke wider. We choose units, for example pixels or millimeters. You can give it dashes or dots. I drew an extra line to illustrate something. It's 3 pixels, black and dashes. Corners, let's choose a different style. Beginning, middle and end nodes can all have images. If I add a node, it will also show the middle marker. To delete a marker, choose the first button in the menu. The lower part of the Fill and Stroke dialog is for the path as a whole, for the fill and stroke color. You can blur it and you can make it transparent. Now you see the background through the image. This works by dragging the slider. All these circles are a bit transparent. You could make the fill color transparent instead of the whole path. This can be confusing because sometimes you don't see where the transparency is applied. So this makes the stroke transparent, this the fill color, and this is for the complete path. When you look at the status bar, you see that the fill color is transparent. You see the checkerboard. If I set alpha to the right, here you see it isn't transparent anymore. There is a solid color now. And when I make the complete path transparent, you see the O, which stands for opacity. There is a number beside it that changes, you see? So here you can see if the fill, stroke or the complete path is transparent. Inkscape 1.3 has more options in the Fill and Stroke dialog than Inkscape 1.2. There are more markers and you can adjust them easily. We'll get back to that in a later video. Also in the palette bar there are some changes. To the left are some colors pinned. They are bigger than the other colors in the palette. Right-click on any color to pin or unpin it. This video is part of the course Inkscape for Artists. It contains a book, 28 videos, 100 exercises and a PDF of the book. We also have a website, inkscapefriends.com.